Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for November 2019. And this is for you coming from Virgo. Now, the first card, first, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9, andyhoro9 at gmail.com. Now, the first card that I'm going to pull will be to do with your first 15 days of November. And I'm going to tackle your area of job first. You coming from Virgo. Now, it's a horoscope, I'm sorry, it's a card that says you are going to have more than your cup full. Well, don't expose yourself to risk for unnecessary wanting changes in job. Tell yourself you have quite a lot to do. And this card for you coming from Virgo resembles unexpected opportunities coming your way and long term areas becoming very sound. So don't want to take risk of finding new job, of antagonizing the people you work with or your bosses. Be part of the team and you'll do very well. The next card that I'm going to pull for you will be to do with business for the first 15 days of November. This is a card of adventure. So the card says you're feeling to be very adventurous in business, wanting to look for new businesses, new sidelines, or new angles, or just going into business if you're not already in business. Well, it's a card that only warns you that be careful, don't do anything that's above your head, which means you will be underwater and may not be able to carry out what you plan. Other than that, it's a card of opportunity and is a card that makes you very determined in what you want to do. And with this card, I would say that you have the chance of getting unexpected gains as well. So, some good news coming in your first 15 days where business is concerned. Now, about a new romance that you might find. So, let's see what the card says. This is a card of eternity. So the chances of the romance that you find in the first 15 days of November, it may be a long-term one and may end with giving you plenty of benefits as well. From this card, the signs there, they're the signs of Jupiter and the signs of Venus. There's always a clash between these two planets. So don't be dominating, don't be pushy when you find this new romance, or if you find that the new romance partner coming your way is pushy or dominant, try to calm things down. That would be better. Now, about an ongoing romance that you might have. And so let's see what the card says about that. Well, the ongoing romance says there is opposition. Don't be too determined in wanting to get your way. Be flexible and you will do much, much better with this card. The card also says that the starting part of this 15 days may be troublesome because views are very different and a tendency to be stubborn will be there either from you or your romance partner. Stay calm as the first 15 days move on to the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10 days. Then I see the improvement comes and your ongoing romance will become settled down. Now about marriage and family. So let's see what the card says about that. This is a good card in the sense that the continuity of marriage will be there, but you can see the mirror of whatever you are doing. So look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself whether you are behaving the right way. The main problem with this card is a tendency to be very aggressive. So control the aggressive part of you, and you will see that the first 15 days of November will improve a lot in your marriage. Now we're going to, let me put a marker here. Now we're going to your last 15 days of November, and I'm going to talk to you about your job area firstly. For you coming from Virgo, it's a card says that you can have a promotion, you can be elevated, but along the way, you're going to have many people jealous of you, many people who want to undermine whatever you're trying to do. So be careful that opposition can be seen in anything you try to do. So make sure that your teamwork is good. so that you can always have support from people. That way, your job will definitely do better in the last 15 days of November. Now, what about business? So let's see what the card says. It's a good card. It's a card of expansion. Could be expansion overseas, could be expansion in your own country. It's expansion. And so the card says you have chance to grow and your businesses will grow with you and expand and you may set up branches of some kind. The downside is that I favor local businesses more with this card than overseas business. So overseas business may give you trouble dealing with other countries, but local business with local people will be better. Now we'll talk about romance, and in case you meet a new romance in the last 15 days of November, let's see what happens. This is a card of deception and deceit. So it says that be careful if you meet somebody new. There may be not straightforwardness from this person. There may be deception and deceit. And also there will be a tendency either from you or that new romance to want control too quickly. Dominating would be part of it. Stubbornness would be part of it. If you find that that applies to the person you met newly, take it easy. Don't jump into the romance too fast. Give it time. And what about if you have an ongoing romance? What might that be? Now, this is a much better card. It says that while in your ongoing romance, you may find something deceptive happening behind your back, but you'll be able to control it and you don't have to go to the breakup stage. So be ready to negotiate if you find something that you don't like to see or hear. That way you'll be able to save your romance. Now we will talk about marriage in your last 15 days. Let's see what the card says. All right. Well, it's a good card in the sense that either you or your marriage partner is earning more money. That's always good news. The downside is there can be arguments, there can be differences, because many of you, between the two of you, there will be many problems. And the first problem can be financial issues that might become very touchy for you. So keep that in mind. So since you are listening to me, don't bring up touchy issues like finances in the last 15 days, and that would be better. And now you're coming from Virgo, your lucky ages. And let's see what the card says about your lucky ages. This is the card of Gemini. And so some signs on this card say that the people whose ages are going to be for Virgo, the people who are going to be these ages I'm going to mention will be very lucky. And they would be, if you are the age of 14 or 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or 77. So if you're of these ages, you're going to do very well in the month of November, whether in the area of business or job, whether in the area of finances generally, whether in areas of casino luck, whether in marriage or family, so one area or another. So you're lucky. Well, what if you're not of these ages? You'll have to see me for a 90-minute session, which will cost you USD $50 to know your next 7, 8, or 9 years. We'll talk about that later. Now about from Virgo, your lucky dates, DATES. And let's see what the card says. All right. This is the card of Venus. And your lucky dates I'm going to see from here for the month of November will be the 4th or the 13th or the 22nd or the 31st. These are going to be very lucky days and nights for you to plan what you want, to be able to do well in communication, in job or business, to go to the casino perhaps. So bookmark these dates and nights and you're going to benefit from them. And now what about your lucky colors for the month of November? And so let's see what your lucky color is going to be. All right, from this card, I'm going to choose the color dark blue, dark blue. So wear plenty of dark blue, waist upwards, and if you can, waist downwards. contact dark blue, and you will see that the planets who control dark blue will come to your side and help you a lot. Now, what about direction energy? And let's see what the card says for that. All right, it's a card of Saturn. So I'm going to say face southeast as much as you can. Face southeast, and you're going to find a lot of good luck coming for you for the month of November. Okay. Well, I have a 90-minute session, and I'll talk to you about your next 7, 8, or 9 years. And that's going to be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'm going to talk to you about all the areas of your life in these 90 minutes. I'll give you your lucky colors, your lucky days, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, and on and on. I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, but more so on your palms, to see if in the first place you have such signs of lottery luck, hidden luck like inheritance and things like that. And I'll show you how to reach that supernatural energy that's within you. All of us have it, you have it, I have it, everybody has it. But the trick is how to be able to make that contact for it. And I will show you how to do that. And so you will learn a lot from me in this when you have this 90-minute session. Most of all, you will know your next 8 or 9 years in all areas of your life, how to be able to manage them so you can do better than the rest. So send me that email at andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9 at gmail.com. And I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and goodbye.